Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about Yozora, and this will be a theory video about Yozora's character due to the fact that I think I have a good, should I say, thought for why Nomura added him into the Kingdom Hearts franchise. I know it's because a lot of people think it's, because of Nomura wanting to have his own game, and he didn't get it because they canceled it. But the main reason why I believe they added in Yozora is because I talked to some of my friends, and the thing here is that regarding most of their thoughts, it doesn't mean anything. Now, when I talk to my Kingdom Hearts friends that do this for a, should I say, living, because they've been playing Kingdom Hearts for 18 years plus now, and they enjoy looking at the lore and the future of the game, my own thought is that I think Yozora could be the Batman of the Kingdom Hearts franchise. And I know a lot of people might think that's funny, but if you think about it, I spoke to Damien, and the thing here is that regarding most of our thoughts, Yozora did need a lot of prep time against Sora. He told me that, which was something I didn't think about before I made this theory video, because I thought Yozora was just going to be a character that's going to just push the narrative that Sora needs help against the Master of Masters, and we're just going to throw in another powerful character to make it possible. But when he gave me the idea that Yozora could be a Batman-like character, it's possible that he could be a character used for prepping to help the team have a better chance against the Master of Masters and the Foreteller. I agree. And the thing here is that Yozora's character is actually very developed when it comes to what he wants to save and do, because like I explained to Damien, a lot of people think the driver was Luxord, or we all think it is, to be honest, because of his voice. But if it's true that Luxord has been telling Yozora about Sora for a long time now, that means Yozora has been planning and prepping for a while now to figure out a way to take down Sora. But the main reason why I'm making this video is because how much more does Yozora know about the Kingdom Hearts world? Because I just noticed something here. Luxord did not forget who he was when he went back to his body. He actually remembered who Sora was, because I know you're supposed to forget everything once you go back to who you really were, but I just noticed that Luxord didn't forget anything. He actually kept his memories about Sora, and I thought about it for a while that it was weird, but if I think about it now, Luxord is a genius and he's a gambler. And the reason why I think he remembered everything is because of the card he gave to Sora. Which means, does Luxord know more than we know ourselves? I know it's Luxord, but I'm not calling him that. I think Luxord knows more than what we know, due to the fact that he knew Xigbar was lying, and he knew everything else was just a whole mishmash of issues. So if we talk about the circumstances that Sora has been put in, Luxord must have known about what's going on in Yozora's world and how bad it is. And also about how maybe Luxord knows about the Master of Masters. Now, I know that's a far-fetched thought, but remember, Luxord was backing Xigbar into a corner about the whole situation of him losing the box, which means Luxord already probably knew that the box had a bigger significance in the story, which means that it's possible that Luxord knew that Xigbar was scared of something more powerful than Xehanort because he lost it, and he could see that Xigbar was so worried about everything falling apart and having issues in it all. Which means it's possible. And remember, Luxord was a very loyal member back in Kingdom Hearts. Xemnas told a lot of things to him when it came to having things done. And the problem here with Luxord is that he's a character that's very mischievous. We don't really know much about him because he's a gambler. And the thing here is that I'm gambling on the fact that I think Luxord knew more than he was pushing onto when it came to everything that Xigbar knew. And I believe that Yozora now has knowledge that the Kingdom Hearts world could be coming to his world, and Yozora possibly does know that maybe the whole thing that Xehanort was trying to accomplish could have even affected his world, or is there something greater than Xehanort in his world, and he has his own issues that he needs to deal with? And that's why probably Luxord was like, hey, let's go get Sora. Go fight Sora, Yozora, and see what you think. And the thing here is that at the end of the day, we don't know what ending Nomura's going to use, but I think it's going to be the one where Sora won, due to the fact that if we think about it here, Yozora was impressed, and same for Luxord, he was impressed that Sora could beat Yozora. Of all the prep time Yozora had, Yozora probably knew about this for multiple games now of Sora's potential. He probably knew about Sora since Kingdom Hearts 2, which means, because Luxord was in Kingdom Hearts 2, he was even in Chain of Memories. So the thing here is that he's known for a while now. And the thing is that Luxord was probably in DDD when all of the organization members were sitting in the chair, which means that Luxord has been collecting information about not just the power of Kingdom Hearts and the organization, but greater threats out there, and he's probably feeding Yozora this knowledge, and now Yozora is panicked because it's possible that he knows that there could be something that's coming. Maybe the Master of Masters has already caused issues for Yozora's world. That's something we don't know yet, but it could be possible. He could have been there all this time for all we know, causing issues for Yozora because he was trying to figure out a way to awaken Kingdom Hearts. But the thing in Yozora's world, but see, the problem here with this, should I say, theory, is that is Yozora really that desperate for Sora? Is Yozora that desperate that he needs to try to kill Sora to have him on his side? The thing here is that that's a yes. And when people say that Yozora is possibly stronger than Master Xehanort, this is where the issue kicks in here. Master Xehanort didn't need Sora for any reason except for creating the Keyblade, which means that Master Xehanort had no reason to care about anyone else he deemed below him. But this could mean that Yozora is like Batman. He needs more powerful help than him. See, the thing is that Batman has the intellect of 900. The thing here is that, like an IQ of 900, but the thing is that Batman can't fight enemies like Doomsday and Darkseid and all these other giant villains unless he has prep time. That's why we have the Justice League. Batman is so productive that he even has a way to kill all of his own teammates if they ever betray him. The thing here is that Batman knows that he's only human. So what else can he do to win? And I think that's the same thing Yozora's thinking about. Yozora knows that all he has is what's left of his team and what's left of his world. He needs more. He needs more help, more effectiveness. And I believe that that's what Yozora will be in the Kingdom Hearts franchise. He'll be like a mixture of Riku and a mixture of Aqua smashed together with their intelligence and more of Riku's personality of seriousness, more of Sora's personality of wanting to save what's left. Which is why this whole eye color thing is always weird to me, because I think like the blue is Sora and the red is Riku, because, you know, Riku's oblivion, darkness, you know, red can represent blood and destruction, and blue can represent the sky, peace and purity. So the thing here is that he's like a mixture of both the characters just swapped up and done like a witch in her cauldron. And I think that Nomura did this for the fact that he knows that he's trying to push the series into a more wider scale of power when it comes to the Master of Masters. I think the Foretellers will be something the other Guardians of Light can handle, but I think Yozora has his own enemy too that possibly could be working with the Master of Masters. I'll make a theory video on that as well, but that is a possible thought that I've been having in my head lately. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is that talking about how Yozora could be another plot point to helping not just defeat the Master of Masters, but saving the Kingdom Hearts verse and everything that's a part and around the Kingdom Hearts universe. Because we don't know what the Master of Masters is planning. All we know is that he just wants to get what he wants. But thank you all so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you agree or disagree with anything I said in the comments below. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.